Hello, good evening, and welcome to Big Brother's Moose and the Hoose, the podcast with a name so bad you're ashamed to say it.
Just like the quack pack.
So, I'm James.
I'm Lindsay.
And tonight we are going to be regaling you with tales from... Which episode is it?
Episode 6.
Oh yeah? Just one?
Of Big Brother Canada. And do you know what, listeners? We hit 10,000 listens on Spreaker this week. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? Well, thank you very much. We're very happy about that. And not a penny made.
It only averages out to about one a show, really, doesn't it? So.
No, you got like 300 for our last show. It's quite good. You must all be mad. So, episode 6. Alison went in and she was told there was 2 rules of going into the house. Here they are. Do not mention the secret room. Do not mention the secret house guests. And do not mention that you are watching them. That's 3.
No, it's just the same thing again, isn't it?
Oh.
She did oversay it though, I think.
What do you mean?
Arissa.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because she came on the screen, didn't she? That was weird.
Yeah,
Because we never saw that last time.
Yeah.
That was peculiar.
And then we saw around the back. It was like on Jeremy Cole when they go around the back of the stage.
They were around the back too much on that show.
Why was it all that rubbish wood, that nasty, like you're in an old theatre? Like,
why do you think? Because the house is made out of chipboard.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to see that. I want to see, some nice furniture from the brick or...
It's like Wizard of Oz when you pull back the curtain and he's just a withered old man. Sorry if you've not seen Wizard of Oz, that's what
Oh, spoiler alert.
Anyway,
I saw Titanic the other day as well.
Aika wasn't too pleased to see Alison. She said she didn't like her hair. It was underdone.
But we thought, if anything, it was overdone.
It ain't underdone.
You would say,
doing.
If anything, someone's put that wet look gel in from the 80s. They found some of the original wet look gel. They put her in the microwave for 30 seconds, and that's what you get.
Well, I agree with Aika. Alison's hair is bad. And later on, Alison said, look at her in a disco outfit and 80s hairdo.
Yeah, that was quite rude.
Aika's a bit unnecessarily mean about her, I thought.
We were saying exactly the same thing.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I thought it was funny. It was like Britney kind of humour.
No, but last week I was like, I really like Aika, but I don't like Aika as much now.
No, she seems like a bit...
She's a bit rotten. She's like bit cruel.
Cruel or crawl?
Crawl?
Yeah, like crawler.
No, she ain't no crawlass. But she's a bit nasty.
I'm not sure yet. I'm undecided.
I still respect her strategy. So Alison knows Kenny. Kenny's like, hey, haven't I seen you somewhere before? How can you know someone and yet not having ever spoken to them and not know anything about them, but you've got a mutual friend?
She said he was friends with his best friend, so she must know that he's gay. So
surely his best friend would say, hey, here's Kenny, the one with the beard. Yeah, he's gay, right? That would be like the second thing you said about him after the beard.
You think he would jump on her straight away and say, look, don't turn him up. But he didn't do that.
But I tend to think she doesn't know, because if she did, she'd go to Diary and be like, hey, I'm going to...
Well, they would have made a storyline out of it.
Yeah, of course, because it would have been a good storyline.
Maybe they've got the footage and they're just like backing it up for later on in the season.
It'll be too late then.
No, it'd be like, that's how they do it.
Oh, what, flashback?
On Channel 5 they do it. They break it into the show like gradually, like like in the middle or whatever to make a storyline like they do.
I don't think she knows. So Alison got given immunity for a week. Do you think that's fair?
Yeah, I think it should be 2 weeks.
No, fuck that.
No, serious.
No, she ain't worth 2 weeks. Not with that hair. Now, I want to talk about Kenny and his hair. Kenny's chest hair, I don't know if you noticed this. Well, how could you fail to? It's like shaved.
Yeah, he's clippered it.
I've never heard... How do you know about this? No, I don't.
Because,
what?
People with hairy chests, they just clip at their thing, and then when it grows back, it's like stubbly, like he had, as we saw.
But why would you do that? You either have a hairy chest... or you wax it.
I mean, he's got a beard, so why would you bother to shave your chest? Doesn't make any sense.
Surely he'd like to have a hairy chest if he's such a hairy man.
Maybe he got waxed before he went in the house.
Oh, and it's just growing out.
And now it's just starting to grow out, so he needs like a rejig.
Oh, yeah. Because that can't be a look, having a stubbly chest like that. It's absolutely disgusting.
Well, if you're watching Celebrity Big Brother this year, I saw Ollie Locke testing out a range of men's waxing products on this morning.
Oh, yeah.
To varying degrees of success. So, well worth a watch.
Well, let's get Kenny onto that. But anyway, you said a lot of gay men do have their chests like that.
Yeah.
How do you know this?
just through observation.
And we'll leave that one there. So, the girls were all like twitching about Alison coming in. They're all like, let's be friendly to her. Not like, let's be friends with her. Let's just pretend to be friends with her. Like, arseholes. Anyway, then they got delivered some regional beer into the house. Now, I said, what is regional beer? And you said I was stupid.
Well, that is a pretty stupid question.
I know, but, like...
It's beer from a region.
Yeah, but, like, I don't want, like... I don't see the... I don't get it.
You don't want something that's made in someone's shed, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like, I want beer, like... Oh, I don't like beer anyway, but if I'm having, like, wine or something, I want like, one that tastes nice. I don't care what region it comes from.
No, you should do, because that's important, apparently.
Oh, I just remembered I've got wine here.
Oh, there you go, you
What
see.
region is this from?
I think it's Italian.
It's gross.
And, well, there you go. And, no, but they're obsessed with all that in North America.
Are they?
Everywhere you go, it's got its own beer. I bet you that Hoboken. I bet Hoboken's got its own beer.
Got its own bacon.
Has it?
I don't know.
No.
Isn't Adam Pock like the bacon ambassador or something now?
Hoboken ambassador.
Oh, I thought it was like the king of bacon.
I don't think it's actually anything to do with bacon. Is it?
No, but he was obsessed with bacon.
He did have one shirt that said
No,
Ho Bacon.
no.
I'm sure of it.
Oh, I was going to say, he didn't have one shirt with bacon on. He had like 15. Anyway, let's not...
There's more bacon coming up in the show later.
Let's not talk about him because he's an idiot. Oh yeah, so then Alison spilt some beer on the step and then she licked it up. What do you think about that? Filthy, bad mannered.
Yeah, but maybe she just cleaned it earlier. Maybe.
Why would she come in and clean
Maybe
the step?
production sterilised it so that just for that scene. I don't know. Who knows?
Anyway, I think that's gross.
She could have. She could have sniffed it. She could have snorted it.
Who snorted something? Did someone snort something on our Big Brothers?
Oh, I don't know. Probably.
Don't know.
People snort tequila sometimes.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Gross. Who knew someone who snorted Daz? Was that you?
What, me that did it?
No, you knew someone. You get so guilty then.
No, it's not me. No.
What? Who was that?
I have no idea.
Someone knew someone who snorted Daz. That's a washing powder.
Well, I'm sure we've all done it at some point in our life. So.
Apparently, it was quite foamy.
It's a good buzz though.
No, I think it was ill-advised. Don't try that at home. Although, Daz, you can sponsor us if you like. So then Sabrina and Kenny had a little kiss. Imagine kissing that beard.
Didn't look like much of a kiss to me.
Disgusting.
He was going on about it was strategy the
Yeah,
century.
he said it's calculated move. Now, I was thinking this. I don't think you can win Big Brother. You can disagree with me if you like. By being a nasty... You can win Big Brother by being nasty, if that's who you really are. But I don't think you can win Big Brother by lying about who you are. Here's a case in point.
Yeah.
Matt Hoffman. He told that stupid lie, and it was to no end. It was to no avail. Nasty Nick lied about his girlfriend dying in a crash. Do you know? Come on, tell me when someone's told a ridiculous lie and it hasn't blown up in their face.
You can't win Big Brother UK telling a big lie like that because you get voted by the public. But on BBUSA, as long as it stays secret and they don't fuck with your head like they do on Channel 5, like showing you what people have been saying behind each other's backs like they do every year now, then I think, yeah, you can. If you're a good actor and you got that much confidence in yourself, you could carry it on all season if you really wanted to. But I don't think he will. I think he'll crack half season.
No, I don't. He'll keep it a secret the whole season.
But something's going to happen. They might force...
maybe they'll... Yeah, which housemate is gay? They'll do a task. Which housemate is gay?
That's why they should have put Scott in.
That would be good.
Oh yeah, they do that.
Yeah, like
every
which
year
housemate is secretly
and
gay?
And they have to match it up to the face.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. That will get the cat.
But they don't pull shit like that on that show.
No, that's a good idea though.
That's our show.
You can steal that idea. It's a good one. Well, they steal enough ideas from our show and the other Big Brothers. All of them do. But I was going to say something. Do you think we will come to like and respect Kenny if he is genuinely gonna like snog girls even though he's gay? Can we respect that strategy?
If he carries it off and it works for him and it actually helps his game, then yes. But if it's all for now, then no.
But I don't like him as a person.
But when I first saw him, like when he was first come on the show, I was kind of had no opinion either way. Now I wouldn't say I dislike him, but I've got more reason to dislike him than not.
I do.
But he could turn it around, I think, as well, if he's got decent game, but I'm not sure he has.
If he stabbed Andrew in the back, then I would respect him.
Yeah, but if anyone stabbed Andrew in the back, you'd respect them.
That's true. If they stabbed him anywhere, I'd respect him.
Well, he's already doing a good enough job stabbing up his own nose with his finger, as we saw in the feeds earlier.
Should we talk about that? We might as well.
What, about the nose picking?
We thought we'd watch a bit of After Dark. We're several behind, but we just put it on for a couple of hours just to catch up.
Oh.
Literally nothing happened, no strategy. They were talking about food, they're making slop cakes, I don't know. Someone was moaning about washing up. And then cut to the bedroom, Sabrina's like cuddling Andrew. He stuck his finger in his ear and was like rummaging around in there. Then he slyly like picked his nose from the front, like had a good rummage though. We've got a picture of that. Then he like puts his head like hand like above his head, like so he's upside down, like picking his nose above Sabrina's head. Takes his finger out, checks it, and then starts rolling it. I swear on my life, I'm not joking. You're on TV.
He only had to eat it for the hat trick.
I guarantee. Keep watching. If
we get it, we'll take a picture of it and you'll see it.
I
You'll
bet
see
you
it first.
£1 million live feeders. They have seen it already.
No, that's when they cut. That's when they cut it.
Nah,
it's too much. Not safe for.
If you're a live feeder, I guarantee, because we're well behind. I guarantee you, someone has seen that, capped it, gifted it. The lot.
Maybe he's not an eater. Maybe he's not that kind.
Oh, come on, everyone is.
He's prolific. Don't say that.
That's a joke.
Either way, he's a prolific master.
He is a bad nose picker. There's always one. Every year on Big Brother, there's someone who can't keep their fucking finger out their nose.
But also...
Did it in the bathroom.
Also, on this fucking live feed that we watched earlier, it was god awful.
It was boring.
All anyone seemed to do was fart. Everyone was like, "Do you just let one go?" Or what's that smell? Oh, it's not going to linger, is it?
Kenny.
The whole thing. Who is farting?
Kenny, I've heard get blamed for it before.
Serious.
And they said, "Oh, did you do it?" And you didn't want anyone to smell it. And he said, "No, I wanted you all to smell it."
And they had a whole thing on the sideshow about the super clips of people farting. What's going on that you go on Big Brother and you fart all the time? You talk about. Oh yeah.
James has got a new hashtag.
Hashtag bbbumpops.
Come on, let's get that trending.
Because I've never seen this much wind in a reality show not since Les Dennis, I think. Not since Les Dennis. And to see the whole house more or less doing it en masse. But I think where one does it, they all kind of join in. And
sheep.
And also, deny supplier and all that. So
he who smelt it dealt
it.
What?
It's not the first time we've seen a poo-based strategy, so,
Who else had I know who. Geordie Shore.
Did she?
Well, she had a toilet humour-based strategy.
And she wet the bed?
Yeah. Ugh. Imagine that on Big Brother USA or Big Brother Canada. They wouldn't stand for it, would they? The brick would be up in arms.
Didn't Vern Troy whittle himself on that other reality show? Was it?
Not on Big Brother.
No, but it was that.
Oh yeah, maybe.
The show we saw a clip of.
Mega pisser.
Didn't he just start weeing on the hallway? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, he did do something, or weed in a corner or something like that. Remember someone weed in the bin on Big Brother UK? Just before they left. Do you remember that?
And Gary, when we watched the sideshow, was saying people were peeing in the sinks on his season.
Yeah, who? Oh, Jay McRae, that's who had a poo-based strategy.
Yeah, well, but Channel 5 covered that up, but Jay McRae hid it for some reason that we'll never know. Hid one of his own feces in the freezer. Whether he bagged it or not, we don't know.
But do you remember Sandy from Big Brother, whatever?
The Scottish fella in the kilt.
Weed in the kitchen bin before he left.
Yeah.
And then I remember someone the next day was emptying the bin and they were like, "Ooh," they were like, "Something's leaked." I think it might have been Helen or someone. Serious. I was like, "Oh, that is grim, man. That is proper sticking it to someone, isn't it?" Don't you remember that? I remember
was that before he jumped over the...
Yeah, just before he peed in a bin as if to say, "Fuck y'all."
What a dirty game.
But you know what? He entertained me so much one night. One night me and my friend were up all night, younger days, and we were just waiting for one of them to get up, like you do, just waiting for one of them to get up. And someone got up, I can't remember who it was, but they were making like a Sandy puppet. They all had to make puppets of the other housemates, and it was like 6 o'clock in the morning, and they were constructing this Sandy puppet, and we just watched that for about 3 or 4 hours. Those are the days, aren't they?
Well, yeah.
No, but do you remember when you used to wait for them to get up? You'd be like, come on, get up, get up, get up. You'd be like, give them an electric shock, get them up, get them up. Don't you remember?
No, normally I just used to wake up when Michael Barrymore was doing the washing
like,
up.
Up all night, and you're like, get up, get up, get up, because you're waiting. Is that just me?
No, I don't think it is.
No, me either. Anyway, back to Canada. So, Ica was HOH, as we know. She said, who wants to see my HOH room? But someone was cooking bacon at that point.
I think that was just bad editing. I don't think that bacon was actually cooking at that moment.
They left the bacon sizzling in the pan. Oh, shit. We've got a cat messing with the microphone. Oh, fuck me. If it all goes blank, it ain't off. Oh, fuck. Yeah, so you don't think the bacon was left to burn?
No, I just think it's a very badly edited show.
Now, did you notice that lovely table that Ica had in the HOH room?
Oh, now what's the name of that table? And where on earth could I buy it? I know because I just looked at thebrick.com and I forget.
Was it Pulos? Something like that?
No,
Pollock.
I forget the name of it. How much was it? It was reduced, wasn't it?
$300 or something.
Yeah, about $300, something like that.
It weren't even nice. It's not a nice table.
Too dear. But I noticed, I looked through the rest of that website, their TVs were quite well priced.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not much good to us here, is it? Although, if you do want to sponsor us, give us a shout.
What, the brick? It's a bit unlikely, isn't it?
Oh, James is...
Maybe those regional beers.
You got someone called Cannabis Highway following you on Twitter. Can we get them to sponsor?
I think, like, legally there could be some problems there.
I don't know, it's legal in some places.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
We're not there, though.
I don't smoke that, so I don't need it.
Me neither. I've not even heard of it.
So, anyway, then the mum, what's her name? Sarah.
Oh, mum.
She was crying because Ica got a letter from home.
Oh, and she wants a letter from home more because she's got kids.
Ica's got kids too. And then Andrew says, don't worry, darling, we'll make sure you get the HOH next week. As if it's like up to him who wins HOH.
He thinks he's like
Puppet
Gary
master.
Kasparov or something. Like, what the fuck's wrong with that guy?
I don't know who that is.
He's that chess master.
Ah. Meanwhile, John is in his sling. Now, we've heard on the grapevine, and I think we did say it ourselves, although you want us to do a disclaimer, John is only wearing that sling for strategy. And I've even heard people say it ain't worth going after John because of his arm.
Yeah, I heard it as well.
So what do you think? It's all right until it comes to a task where he actually has to like hang on to something, and then he's.
We don't know what his cover story is, or if there's any footage of what happened to him.
I think someone said it happened in the pool or something.
Right.
Just like popped it out underwater. Ugh.
What, he did it on purpose?
No, that's just like on the rumour mill.
Well, sounds like a good rumour to me.
We spell rumour the same way as Canadians. Did you know?
I did not know that.
Do you know? Isn't it weird though that Canadians spell things the same way as us, the right way, and Americans who are right next to Canada spell things the wrong way? Why is
that? Maybe it's something to do with the Commonwealth.
Oh.
Canada's Commonwealth, isn't it?
It must be.
I don't know. No, but also Canada's like a different country to America. And if you...
I know, but I tend to think because they're neighbours, they would spell it the same way, but obviously not.
They get the arsehole if you make comparisons between the two, if you get them confused.
Yeah, but come on, let's be honest.
Oh.
When I was younger, I just thought Canada is just like...
Same thing.
No, I just thought it's like America's poor relation, isn't it?
Ah, you see that...
But I used to think that, but I don't think that no more.
Oh, you've been on a journey,
It's like New Zealand. Oh, that's just like a crappy version of Australia.
Well, think about how Scottish people feel about us.
I don't think that anymore. Yeah.
Think
about how we feel about Scotland.
They think we're fucking arseholes. I think that's how Canada thinks about America.
But we love Scotland now, because Limmy is from Scotland. Yeah, check out the Limmy show. That's funny. What? Niche. Anyway, strategy, yeah, we don't know. So, then Adele started doing a bit of strategy at last. He went up to Ike and was like, I can't remember who he said to get out. Who was it?
Wasn't it
Kenny
and Andrew?
Oh, Kenny and Andrew. That's a bold thing to put out there.
Did he say that though?
Yeah.
I might have read it.
No, I think he did. And Ike was going, oh yeah, that does seem like a good idea. We knew it was flim-flam because we spoilerised ourselves, didn't we?
But she didn't seem too pissed off with him for saying it. and
she seemed to take it on
board. He come
board.
across quite well in the way that he put his case, I thought.
I don't know why they're picking on him so much. They're such a bunch of cunts.
It's because he's a Muslim, isn't it?
Yeah, racist.
Yeah.
Now we had a funny scene. Sabrina and Kenny were in the jacuzzi, and Sabrina's going to Kenny, oh, what type of girls do you like, Kenny? And like
he
fluttering her eyelashes.
Really? Go on. And what did he say?
He said, well, I am an arse man.
Now you see, you can't say when push comes to shove, and they say like, "Oh, you've been lying to us." You go, I did say in the pool that time, I'm an arse man. So he has covered himself.
Do you think that was a bit cheeky of him to say that?
I think it was pretty good.
It's funny.
It's
funny.
All it needed was a sly wink to the camera.
Yeah.
And that would have been like that game one.
I must admit, when he said that, I did think, you fucking sneaky bastard. I thought, if he's being as bold as that, that's quite good, because you're like bringing the viewer into it, and do you know what I mean? You're in cahoots with the viewer then. I appreciated that.
Yeah, he definitely should have winked to the camera.
He's still a fucking cruel bastard, but the fact that he's doing it to Serena, and she is an absolute arsehole, I can respect it.
He don't seem to think she's an arsehole.
I know, they all seem to like her, but she's rotten.
I don't think that will last. I think people are going to get pissed off with her quickly.
She is a shit stirrer. She is fucking in everyone's ear. I can't stand that bitch. So the have not task was, it looked like the ghetto slide of yesteryear.
Oh god!
But it was like
it's the old Mike Boogie task.
Oh yeah, it's the old fill at the bottle thing where Boogie went for the money instead of the HOH. Any questions? And then so they had to pass like this wine to each other, and they're on this like slippery thing that was covered in like foam or something. Paul, you thought had a good strategy.
I thought he did. When he started just like hurling himself down the thing, I thought, oh yeah, this is a good idea. And I think in theory it probably is, but that body weight can't sustain
He's
such
like a hippo lolling around.
He seemed to be going faster than the others at one point.
Hey,
but
dude, bro. Oh, shut up.
It was all for nothing. But if he's only one, maybe is he farting? If he's not farting, then whoever doesn't fart in that house, I'm on their side, to be honest.
Paul gets on my nerves bad, man.
Oh, he's a dickhead, but he's like that sort of...
Then he goes in the diary room, he's like, hey, when he was pretending to cry, and then he's like, yeah, I'm meant to be like upset right now. He is such a bullshit. He would literally bullshit about anything, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And someone said to him, you literally sold out like your whole alliance at one point or another, and it's true. He's got no loyalty to anyone. He's rotten. Oh yeah, and then John and Alison were on Paul's team, and they were both just looking at each other like, we're fucked, basically. We're totally fucked. And Adele and Kenny won that task thanks to good teamwork.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so all the girls are basically like having a go at Heather, like trying to I want to say throw Heather under the bus, but it's pathetic. But they are actually doing that, aren't they?
But why? Why Heather?
I don't know.
Is she not playing a good enough social game?
Apparently, Sabrina says Heather said this and that, but Heather's not said. And
Sabrina's saying a lot of things that aren't true.
She did the same thing with Kyle. She fucking backstabbed Kyle.
And she said Adele called her a cow when he only actually mooed at her.
Plus, she is a cow and a cunt. I think Heather's quite nice. She seems a bit irritating, but she doesn't seem to be a wrong-un, do you know what I mean? Do you know who they never show? That Rochelle?
No, not often.
I've never seen her say anything. Like, I've never been able to form an opinion
You just see her, like, either stand up, sit down, leave the room, or something. That's it.
She does nothing. But Nader was onto this situation saying, I don't think we should evict Heather. We should go after one of the big guys. Fact is, Ika didn't have the balls. She didn't have the balls to go after Kenny.
As she said herself, though, it's all very well for everyone to come to her and say, oh, you should be making a big move like this.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
You do it in your own week if that's how you feel.
That's
she
true.
obviously wasn't, you know...
I do agree with that.
It's quite early in the game, and those two basically seem to be like running the house
they are.
for the moment.
They are.
So, let them believe it.
So then Ika gathers all the girls together and says, I need a pawn. Come on, any volunteers?
Everyone put their hand up straight away.
And she's like... And finish the sentence. I don't want to be a pawn because...
Now, who had the weakest argument?
Yeah, well, I think it was Rochelle went, I don't want to be a pawn because Because I don't.
So that's it should be her, because all
Because
the others
I don't.
had an actual reason. Like,
Yeah.
oh, someone threatened to put me up.
Yeah.
Well, I heard someone said to someone they're going to put me up. So really, she should go up.
Yeah, put that budget. And then, Paul nearly ate a bit of cake. That was a moment of high drama.
Well, it would have been if he'd eaten it.
Bro, dude.
What sort of tell-off? Now, what sort of tell-off would Big Brother Canada give you for eating non-have-not food when you're a have-not?
It must
What do
have
you
happened.
reckon?
Oh, remember Big Brother Australia, what happened when they ate the chocolate?
That's different.
Yeah, it was a bit of a different situation, actually.
Because that's more jokey. With this,
they haven't got a jail. What, you think they'd throw you out?
Not throw you out, but they could put you
on a warning.
Put you on the block for it.
That would be strong. But Alison's under the threat of instant eviction if she breaks one of those 2/3 rules.
Exactly.
That
I
is
wouldn't
harsh.
mess around over there.
I don't think they'd instantly evict her because of that. Do you?
No, I don't. But I think it'd be quite a stern punishment.
Oh, very stern, ticking off. So, do you remember who Ica put up?
Oh, God, I don't... Yeah, was it Heather?
Yeah.
And Oh, Paul.
Yeah.
It's a bit obvious, really, isn't it?
And then she went, Heather, you're the pawn, and I quote, I promise I don't think you're going to go home.
I thought that was weak. I thought that was weak gameplay. I thought better to say, oh, I think you're a really strong competitor and blah, blah, blah. And that's the reason why I'm putting you up. And then say to them afterwards, you're the pawn. You shouldn't say that during the speech.
I know, no one ever says that,
And
do
then
they?
she just, tore a strip off Paul and said, oh, you've got no loyalty to anyone.
He don't.
And talks to him like a piece of shit.
He is a piece of shit.
Which makes me think that things aren't going to pan out the way...
Oh, Paul's going to be there. I guarantee you. Final 4 or 3, Paul will still be there in his stupid hat talking shit. But let me repeat again. I promise I don't think you're going to go home. I think the words you want to lose from that sentence are, I don't think. You can't say, I promise, and put I don't think afterwards. That negates the promise.
Well, you know about a broken promise, don't you?
Yeah, Michael Stipe will be there, angry. Anyway, so it seems to be quite strongly guys versus girls at the moment, but then there's a few sub-alliances.
But what about the first 5?
Yeah, that's the other strong alliance. But the trouble is that fucking Sabrina and Sarah, boring bitch, are both in like at least 2 or 3 alliances, so they've got quite good cover.
Yeah.
We need a twisto's twist to end this tyranny.
Like, you want Kyle to go back in.
Yeah, hell yeah. Come on, Kyle.
But I think Alice... Oh, but also, you know what? The two, like, as we were saying, I think the other night, the two, like, kind of loose votes that could kind of actually where the power lies, Adele and Paul, if they do actually work together and vote the same way, then...
That's only 2. They need to work with a few others.
It's only 2.
If
but
there was
with
a
the house
splinter
split,
group, if John...
Yeah, the new girl, but she seems to be siding with the boys.
I think John and Nada definitely looking to split off. They don't like Andrew. John likes Kenny, though. It will be a battle between John and Andrew for Kenny in the end. Who else could we go rogue? Ica, that Arlie. Ugh. I watched the live feed. He is a kiss ass.
He reminds me of... Who was that guy on... Was his name Screech?
Oh yeah,
he looks a bit like
he is a bit
Screech.
like him actually. What has he done to his hair? He's like shaved like half of it off. Maybe it was a bet or something. But anyway, he was like sucking someone's arse the other night, and then as soon as he left the room, they were like, "Ugh, he's so annoying." Sabrina went, "Ugh, he's so annoying," and Andrew went, "Yeah, he'll be the first of the 5 to go." That's where your fucking arse kissing gets you nowhere. No one's got any respect for you, and they were like, yeah, we can just get him to do whatever we want and all this, that and the other. Although when Arlie was throwing that competition with that golden egg, that was quite funny. Apart from that though, I don't like him. Anyone else we can think to mention here?
Anyone else to slag off?
I like John.
You like John?
Yeah.
Ice hockey?
Yeah.
He always seems a bit... I don't know, I'm not sure about him.
He looks like he needs to eat an orange or something.
You can't be do ice hockey and be on heroin.
I like the way he talks in the diary and though. It's like almost like he's Irish. Like you have to rewind to see what he's saying.
Isn't he... I could have this wrong. Isn't he Newfoundland? Kenny's Newfoundland. And now, so is this Alison. So you could have a Newfie sub-alliance going on.
Okay. Do people go? Is it like the regional beers? They go with their region.
That's how it went last year with the East and the West Coast thing. Everyone was going on about that. I don't know how important that actually is, but
so if there was someone from Surrey in there, you'd be like, yeah, we're the Surrey boys. Is that how that would go?
Not really, because people from Surrey are arseholes.
Does that include you? Or
yeah, I'm put myself among the top 10 actually.
If there was someone from Northampton in there, I'd be like, oh fucking
Christ.
Shameful. You'd be able to spot them though, because you'd
be able to smell
dressed
them.
like a goth. That's my hometown, by the way. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
So, what have we got to look forward to next? What's coming up?
We were going to talk about the After Dark, but nothing. Honestly, I watched.
It was just all farting and nose picking.
You watched about 2 hours. I watched probably about 8 hours of it the other day. Nothing happened apart from people being arseholes.
But we've not been watching the actual feeds online because we don't want to spoil ourselves.
Yeah, because I spoiled myself on Saturday and then I immediately regretted it because I didn't enjoy the show so much. And you can go, oh, you don't get the full experience if you're not on the live feeds. But if you watch the After Dark like a couple of days later, it's the same as watching the live feeds. But the show's more enjoyable.
I know.
I prefer always being behind on things.
It's rubbish having to watch the show if you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, because when they do like the flim flam section, you're like, oh, this is just a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, there's no tension there.
I suppose the whole problem is the show was designed and developed
before internet.
Or before Twitter or whatever.
Yeah, not before the internet. That was quite a long time ago.
before TV itself.
Fucking hell, it ain't that old. No, you're right. Before Twitter and all that, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, you're right.
Fuck me, man. How can we update this thing so it doesn't fuck it up for everyone? But people seem to prefer it all that way. Everyone's going, this person's the HOH, this person's 1POV. I'm like, that's next Wednesday. I don't want to know about that shit.
And I was listening to Sister speak, and they were like, I can't wait that long to find out who won the endurance. They're like, I'm going to check tomorrow.
Oh no!
I want to wait. But we're like that. Not everyone. I think most people aren't like that.
But also because our show is mostly like live. I think we're used to kind of that feeling. So,
but also on Big Brother UK, we watched. Well, they took them off us, but we watch a live feed for the Big Brother UK, don't we?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we watched that the same night.
That don't spoil it, though, does it?
Oh yeah, because there's no things like that, like
the eviction is actually when it happens.
Oh yeah, because you can't have anyone plotting to oust someone, can you? And they're not allowed to talk about nomination.
No, they're not.
So you can't actually get spoiled. So we actually have the perfect format.
Yeah.
Well, apart from
the host, most of everything about it really.
Oh, can I just say briefly, most people won't know about this, but the Ofcom ruling on the Hazel and Daly situation in Big Brother UK this week, what a bunch of victim-blaming bullshit. Channel 5, you should be ashamed of yourselves, and if you do watch Big Brother UK, go and read the Ofcom ruling where it says basically Hazel's no wallflower and she liked having hands around her throat, so she deserved to be told that someone was going to nut her. That's basically sick. But anyway, I digress. It's not the same if I don't have a rant about something, is it? There's nothing to rant about with Canada. Well,
I don't know. We'll find something at some point.
Yeah,
if not the price of that table. It's funny. Like when I was looking at on that Jokers forum, and some people were saying about like watching how like American or Canadian people talk about Big Brother UK.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
funny.
They were like kind of like, oh, Jim Davidson was like a good player, he played the best game, and Linda Nolan was a right old cunt, which is true. But they don't obviously know who Jim Davidson is and stuff. Right. So I think I
would only take a brief Google search to find out. But I do think it's funny. I think it's so funny when Americans watch our one. I always think, like, you know,
it makes me feel embarrassed.
I know, but Scott Hedson and all that, they're like, oh, it's so brilliant. The UK one, like, the tasks are so good in that. It's like, the tasks are shit. It's like someone in an electric shock seat for the 50th millionth time. I just think it's funny that they enjoy it. I just think it's
not
weird.
Only that, like, the constant mind games that we do, like, year after year, like, the secret room, the letting them watch the rest of the house, then putting them back in, forcing them to have a row. It's like we've seen it how many years running? Like 11, 12, fuck knows.
I don't know how they put out of it. I don't know how we fucking put out of it, so I don't know how they put out of it.
But it's like, I prefer BB. Yeah. Well, USA is my favourite, to be honest.
USA is my favourite.
But I think because it's so different to our one, that's why I like it so much, and it probably works, you know, the other way around. So.
But they're always like, oh, BBUS is so predictable and like it's too formulaic and it never changes and all that. That's what's good about it, that it never changes. When it does change,
I like the routine.
Yeah, when it does change, that's when it's a problem.
Yeah, the MVP.
Exactly. Anyway, that about wraps things up for tonight. Why don't you follow us on Twitter? Big Brother Bile. Facebook, Big
Big
Brother
Brother
Bile.
Bile.
Follow me on Twitter, LightUpVM. And what else? We're on iTunes and all. Spreaker, if you want to get our listens up a bit. What else? Don't know.
I think that's about it, really.
Just come down our street, pet the cat.
Don't say things like that.
I don't know where we live.
Well, when it happens, you'll be sorry you said that, won't you?
No, I'll just move house.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, is that it? Anything else you want to say?
No, I'm just wondering about the next sideshow and like how rude is Peter Brown going to be? How offensive is he going to be?
I asked him to retweet our podcast. He just ignored me.
He ain't going to do that. Why'd you ask him that?
Knob. Why wouldn't I? He's got a lot of followers.
He's about as likely to do that as I am to take over China.
Alec Beale listened to our podcast after we said he had a tiny willy, and he said he thought it was funny.
Oh.
So did we.
He wasn't contracted to the slice then, though, was he?
Oh, Peter Brown. Oh, you think that's why he won't retweet it?
Of course, he's under contract. He can't even do his own podcast.
Oh, because we're counterculture, scared.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand. Okay, fair enough. Fair dues, Peter.
And also, we regularly call him a cunt, an arsehole, that he shouts too much, he's full of shit, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
So, it sounds like us.
But, his hair is looking better, so...
It does look good. No.
Would you?
I'd consider it.
If he, either with a gun at your head, either Gary or Peter.
That's interesting, because that would be such a different experience.
I did not know that.
That's Tala.
I know.
I'd rather go for Alec out of either of those two, but
Alec's not on the contract.
Oh, I think I'd go for Peter. I'm not sure what I'd get with Gary.
At least you and Peter would have the food thing in common.
Exactly, you could go out for chicken nugget and chips.
Go out for dinner.
It'd be delightful. Anyway, thank
Do you
you.
reckon when he's finished his dinner, he crosses his knife and fork like the Shield? Could be. You don't know. If anyone's ever dined in the same restaurant as Peter Brown, which is unlikely that he does dine outdoors, but if you have seen this, please tweet and let us know.
And yeah, fuck you, Peter, because you ain't listening to this anyway. Hey, Peter. Anyway, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. That's the end.
Thank you very
Goodbye.
much. Goodbye.